Looking at this back double bicep, we can see a good amount of his upper traps. You can see that line right there. You can see how the middle traps and kind of lower traps are a little bit more thin. This just means that, you got to build more mass over time. But one of the interesting things is his infraspinatus is almost as thick as his traps, and this is very uncommon. So this guy might be someone who's going to be very good at pull-ups, but generally the people who are best about pull-ups can have really good infraspinatus and teres. And I would say his teres, it's decent. It's not super big yet, but the infraspinatus is very big. But then if we look over here, we can actually see that the bicep is very peaky. So he might actually have pretty decent arm genetics, even though we're kind of seeing the early phases of this, because if you have relatively round muscle bellies, generally this can be a good indication that you do have better genetics there. Now that's not always a one-to-one relationship. However, it can absolutely contribute to having more mass, more aesthetics. And if you have enough mass with the teres, between the bicep and the teres, you can have fantastic pull-up game, and you probably can make significant progress in just your back and arms just by doing a bunch of pull-ups. And anybody can do pull-ups. All you need is a little pull-up bar. So I would highly recommend that for this kind of physique. And he could get a ton of width in his back just by overdeveloping those teres. And he doesn't even necessarily need to have super big lats to still have a relatively wide back with this narrow waist of his.